My baby, my Valentine. Gotta hit it, making my temperature rise. If you leave me, I'll go die, I swear.
Hi loves, it's Naya here. Welcome back to another episode of Shades of Naya. If this is the first time I've tuning in, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you're always welcome. If this is the first time I've tuning in, please don't make it your last. Kindly hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you end up enjoying it, okay? So let's get right into today's topic. Okay, so today let's talk about discipline. Yeah, you heard me. Discipline.
See, the only reason I'm still shooting this video is because of discipline. They just took the lights all of a sudden. I had to go get my mic because everywhere all of a sudden became noisy because of the generator and the people working outside now. So yeah. So let's continue, guys. I'm not going to take this topic in the same way other motivational speakers or other speakers will probably take it. My topic is going to take a totally different guide. Like, it's going to take a different dimension, sort of. So, guys, let's begin. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Sometimes you want to find the motivation to wake up early, eat healthy, work out, read your Bible, pray, and all of that. But most times we find ourselves scrolling through our phones instead of reading our Bibles. We find ourselves turning off your alarms instead of waking up early and all of that. The truth is that the motivation you need to do these things is discipline. Discipline is what helps you to plan your life, what helps you to organize your life, what helps you to, do the things that needs to be done, that actually needs to be done. Because left for us as humans, trust me, we can just decide that, oh, please, let's just rest. Okay, I don't want to wake up early today. Okay, I don't want to work out today. Okay, I want to eat burger, Don Jazzy burger, different types of burgers today. You get, you want to, and sometimes you tend to keep doing those things. It is discipline that helps you plan and organize your life. It is discipline that helps you plan and organize yourself. So basically, discipline is a very, very important topic. And to be disciplined, you need to start today. There's no need to procrastinate. Start your journey of being disciplined today. There's no better time to start. There is no more appropriate time to start. Start now. Start today. So I'm basically going to be sharing tips on how to be more disciplined or how to stay disciplined. And the first tip I'm going to be sharing is number one: do not bank on your feelings. Do not bank on your feelings. People will say, if I don't feel like doing it, I just won't do it. If they don't feel like it's the right time, if they don't feel good about it, or they don't have a good feeling about it, or if they don't just feel like it, they won't do it. And most times these people actually end up doing nothing. They actually end up doing nothing because they never ever ever feel like it. They never ever actually feel like it or actually feel like doing anything. So you need to do the thing before you actually feel like doing the thing, because once you've done the thing, you feel great about it. I know it sounds confusing because before you do that thing, you'd actually not feel like doing it. Let me explain. For instance, most of us, when we wake up, we don't want to work out, we don't want to go out and exercise. But when you eventually push yourself to go out, you feel great about working out. There's so many times, so many days I'll be like, please, I don't want to run. Sometimes I'll be on my bed because I'm tired. Maybe I came back from work and I'm really, really exhausted. I'll tell myself I'm not working out tomorrow. Like on a Saturday, I'm not going to the gym. Do you get? You're already using today to judge your tomorrow. Do you get? And then when I eventually go to the gym or when I eventually stand up and run around my street, I feel good. I feel great. I feel satisfied. And I know a lot of you guys can relate, because before you stand up from your bed and decide to run and decide to wear your joggers, you don't feel like doing it. That is us. That is me being honest. You don't feel like doing it. But when you eventually step out of your house, when you eventually step out of your room and start exercising, you feel great when you're done doing it. Most times when you wake up from your bed, you don't want to open your Bible, you just want to scroll through your phone. But when you eventually open your Bible and pray, you feel good, you feel great that you've communicated with the Most High God, that you've communicated with the Messiah, you've communicated with the one that created you. Sometimes we can actually challenge ourselves that I want to eat healthy for 3 days and all. It's actually one of the toughest times for most people, because for people that love food like me, it's usually very, very stressful decision to make. So sometimes you just tell yourself that, oh, I can't do. Maybe after the first day, you'll be like, I can't continue to, fast, or I can't continue to just feed on fruits and all that. And then you see yourself stopping after the second day or something. But when you push yourself and you complete it for the 3 days, you always feel good about yourself. You would have lost some pounds. You would have, detox yourself. You just feel great generally. So yeah, you have to do the thing before you feel, because when you eventually do the thing, you feel great about yourself. So feelings are not a good indicator of what you should be doing. I don't know why I keep using Bible as an example, because most times when we wake up from the bed and we scroll through our phone, or when the feeling comes to read your Bible, you feel like, oh, there's several other things I should be doing. But trust me, when you eventually open that portion of the Bible you want to read, and you start going through it, you get engrossed. And when you're done reading your Bible, when you're done communicating with the Most High God, you always feel good. There's this special feeling that comes with it, this feeling of goodness, this feeling of fulfillment that comes with it. So let's not just bank on our feelings, okay? If you want to be disciplined, do the thing before you feel. Another thing I'm going to add is do it for you. Our daily discipline adds up. It has a compound effect. For every 1% you add each day, it keeps adding, it keeps growing. Do you get? And before you know it, you have a growth curve. So stay disciplined for yourself. You want to start eating healthy, do it now for yourself in 5 years time. You want to start working out, do it now for yourself in 5 years time. I can remember when I went to the gym one certain time, one of my bosses came to the gym, and my boss is about 40 something years, and she was like, it's a good thing you're starting now. She knows what she saw, she knows what she has seen, and she knows what she's saying. And that's why she said it's a good thing you start now. Start early. It is better to start early. That's why I said the best time to be disciplined is for you to start now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait till tomorrow. You don't have to procrastinate. Start now. Start eating healthy now. Start living that life that you want in 5 years time now. You want your body, I think I've said this thing before in my previous video, you want your body banging, you want a good body, start now. No need to wait. Start doing it now. You want, okay, we already have like a lot of things happening. You see people in their 60s, they have this problem, that problem, liver problem, or you can decide to cut down on your alcohol level. You can decide to even stay away from alcohol, or drink alcohol once in a blue moon, because you're preparing for your 5 year self, for your 10 year self, for your 15 year self. Eat healthy for your 10 year self, for your 5 year self, for your 15 year self. Work out now for your 5 year self, for your 10 year self, for your 15 year self. There was this video I saw about I think 3 men, 65 years old. Okay, they were all 65 years old. They were supposed to do one particular workout. Only one of them could do it. I think it's something that has to do with the waist. The other two couldn't bend, but this guy could do it. He was still very strong. Yeah, you can see the white hair and all of that. But because he has trained himself, he has been working out, he has been keeping fit, he could do most of these things the young guys could do. But these other men could not. I also saw another video of some men, 3 men trying to run and all of that. They asked more like, okay, let's do like a marathon race. Let's run. Let's see. Do you get? These men could not. They were very, very slow, extremely slow. But this other guy that has been doing this thing, that has been keeping fit right from time, could do them. And that is why you see somebody that is 70 years old and another person that is 70 years old, and you cannot relate, because this person had done the work. So do the work now for yourself in 5 years time, for yourself in 10 years time. It has a compound effect. If you live long, you'll be happy you did those things. You'll be happy you put those things in place. I used to hear people say, oh, my boyfriend cheated and that was why I cheated on him. Sister, do me, I do, you got me the best. I don't even know why I'm putting this part, but doing it for yourself also applies to your relationship. Like, a lot of people will say, I don't cheat. Most times these people don't cheat because they want to satisfy their partner. No, they are doing it for themselves. Decide that you don't want to cheat in your relationship for your own self, because most times if you even check, these other people's partners are not even worthy of them being faithful. You get? Because these people do a lot of crap, a lot of shit, a lot of things that can drive a woman insane, or a lot of things that can drive a man insane. But you deciding not to cheat should be for your own self. And once you decide not to do those things for yourself, you gain satisfaction irrespective of whatever your partner is doing, irrespective of whatever the other person is doing. Because some of these other people don't deserve your faithfulness. But if you decide that, oh, because the man does this to a lot of people, you want to pay him back, you'll be putting yourself in a situation you really don't want to be in. Because when you've decided that your being faithful is for yourself and not for the man, trust me, you will derive more satisfaction from it. That when you now say, okay, some people are not just being faithful because of another person. Nah, they're doing it for themselves. You're doing it for your own sanity. You're doing it for your own self-growth. You're doing it for your own self-development. Another thing I'm going to be sharing is ask God to help you and lean on his grace. I think in the book of 2 Timothy 1 verses 7, it says something about the spirit I have given you is not of fear, not of fear, but of power, self-control, self-discipline, something like that. So if it is God that gives the spirit of discipline, then we should go to God and ask for the grace to be disciplined. Like most times, I feel we should take every little thing to God in prayer, no matter how minute that thing is. Take it to God in prayer. Oh God, please help me to work out today. Oh God, please help me to eat healthy. These things look like they're vain, but trust me, you need God for everything. He's the one that said, oh, he has given us the spirit of discipline. So why not go to God? He that gave it to you, he should teach you how to be disciplined. He should teach you how to stay disciplined. I'm going to repeat this. Take every minute problem to God in prayers. Take everything, no matter how little it is. No matter how little you think it is, take it to God in prayers. He's always there for us. Self-discipline does not come from ourselves, does not come from our own. We can't even do it by our own strength. Self-discipline comes from God. So we should go to God in prayer. Even Jesus Christ himself asked God to give him the grace to follow through. Before the crucifixion of Jesus, he also went to God in prayers and asked for grace. God, give me the grace to do thy will. Give me the grace to stay disciplined. Give me the grace to, I need your help not to, I need your help to be kind to others. I need your help not to be ignorant. I need your help. Ask God, take even the slightest things to God in prayer. Oh God, I have a presentation to make. Give me the grace not to flop. Oh God, I have this to do. Give me the grace not to flop, no matter how little it is. No matter how little it is. Like, I can't even begin to talk about the things that I've taken to God in prayer, as small as it is, and you see God doing wonders. Oh God, please, I'm stepping out today. I don't want to have an accident. I don't want to have any scratch on my car. Oh God, please, if it is not your will, let me not do this. Let me not go there. Just, just create barriers so that I will not show up there if it is not your will. Take every little thing to God in prayer. So when we're talking about discipline, we know that God, I've already stated it, the spirit of discipline comes from God and not from ourselves. So tell God, God, give me the grace to be disciplined this year. Give me the grace to stay away from certain things in my life. Give me the grace to abstain from certain things in my life. Give me the grace to remain focused. Give me the grace to do better in my job. Give me the grace to be a shining light. Give me the grace to become the salt of the world. Like we said, we are salt, and the salt will lose its taste. In fact, I heard I heard on the radio somebody called on phone when they were discussing one topic about politics, and all the guy said that man, that man, that man is who he is because of the people supporting him. Let me just tell you, that man is like salt, and when the salt loses its taste, it becomes a stand. The man put his own version. The man had to put his own version. When I heard it as I was driving, I was just laughing. Like, it was so funny. Because yeah, but then when the salt loses its taste, anybody can call it anything. Some people can call it flour without taste or anything. Do you get? Ask God to give you the grace to be the light of the world. Ask God to give you the grace to be disciplined in any aspect of your life. Yes, as funny as it sounds, ask God to give you the grace to keep fit. You need to keep fit because most times people die because of little things. Yeah, people can just slum and die. And most times it's because of their bad, lifestyle growing up, or lifestyle in the previous years, or not keeping fit, or not taking some things seriously. Yeah. So yeah, take it to God in prayers and lean on his grace. And when I say lean on his grace, is so that you don't beat yourself up when you don't do the things you're supposed to do. For instance, you are supposed to wake up by 7, but then you set your alarm and then you wake up by 9. Don't beat yourself up. Don't eat yourself up that, oh, I didn't achieve this, blah blah blah. Nah. Leaning on God's grace is that, oh, you're telling yourself, I didn't achieve this today. I am very positive. I'll put in the work to make sure I try to wake up, maybe tomorrow by 7 or by 8, something like that. Yeah, you don't eat yourself up for something that went wrong, or for something you did not achieve, or probably because you're dieting and then one day you eat a lot and you're like, oh, you flopped. No, it is the grace of God that you lean on that will give you the grace not to eat yourself up. Just tell yourself that, okay, I skipped today, but I'm going to continue tomorrow. But even at that, we should try as much as we can to stay disciplined and rely on God to be disciplined. Yeah. Another thing I'm going to be sharing with you guys is set realistic goals. Set goals that are achievable, that are feasible, that are practical. You can't go from level 1 to level 25, level 1 to level 20. No. You take it bit by bit. You take them in milestones. Don't set goals that are unrealistic. You cannot have 20 things on your habit tracker that you want to work on at once. It's not possible now. When you do those things, it becomes too exhausting. Sometimes you end up achieving nothing. It's just like saying somebody's jack of all trades. Like you are not a master in any. So if I really want to get something, I'll probably go for somebody that is master in that particular thing, and then you're just most probably valueless. Yeah. So you cannot have 20 things you want to work on your habit tracker. It's probably unrealistic. So you can actually, prioritize the things you want to work on. If it is working out, you want to prioritize on for the first 1 week or for the first 2 weeks or something, you can just arrange them. But you cannot say you want to work out, you want to do this, you want to do this all at once when you just have 24 hours in a day. Becomes unrealistic. You cannot move from A to Z. It's never like that. And that's why your age is age 1 to age 2 to age 5 to age 10. You cannot move from age 1 to age 20. Even our age is sequential. Everything. Let's take for instance, you just listen to a motivational speaker and they talked about the benefits of reading books, and then you tell yourself that I'm going to read 20 books this year no matter what. I'm going to do this. And you're the type of person that you know that even for a whole year you might not even read a book. You don't just go from 0 books to 20 books. It doesn't work like that. You can tell yourself that, okay, I want to read 1 book this month. I'm not saying I want to read 60 books in a year, 5 books per month. You're going to fail. Let me tell you, you are going to fail. You're already preparing yourself for failure. Saying it's not achievable, but trust me, it's most times exhausting. Most times it's hectic. Most times is, let's tell ourselves the truth, most times it's not achievable. But you can actually say, okay, well, let me try by reading 1 book in 1 month, or even let me try by reading 1 book in 2 months. And before you know it, gradually you can improve from reading 1 book in 2 months to reading 1 book in 1 month. And probably after 6 months, you see that you've been consistent with reading 1 book in 1 month. And you can now increase it to reading 2 books in 1 month, and maybe 3 books in 1 month. And that's how you grow. But you don't just move from point 0 to point 100. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. I remember one time when around 2020, I was trying to lose weight and all. Some people can actually decide to just focus on eating healthy. Some people can just decide to focus on workout. Some people can combine it. I'm not saying people don't do these things simultaneously. You can eat healthy and work out just to lose some pounds or just to look healthy. But that particular time in 2020, COVID, everybody was just at home and all. I'm like, okay, let me just use this opportunity to lose some pounds. Let me lose weight. But what happened was that I was actually starving myself. I was not eating. Like, I can actually stay throughout a week and eat just fruit. And when I say fruit, I don't mean you're eating like bulk of it. I can have only 1 apple in a day, 1 mango in a day the next day. And the thing is, I was running in the morning and I was running in the evening. Within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I lost a lot of pounds. I was very, very skinny. In fact, when my mom saw me, she was like, what the hell is this? Why are you looking like this? Why are you looking like you've fallen sick or something? I was looking very malnourished. But to me, I feel like that was not the proper way to go about it. That was not the best way to go about it. When you try to achieve a lot of things at once, you exhaust yourself. It becomes an hectic task. Because I could have just said, okay, let me just run and then eat maybe once in a day or something, or eat food once in a day and eat fruits in the night or something like that. But now I was completely starving myself. A whole week I would eat only 5 or 7 apples, or I would have only 3 mangoes, 4 apples in a whole week. And I lost a lot of weight. I became really skinny and I was even looking malnourished to some point. It wasn't the best way to lose weight. So when you have some habits you want to work on, you cannot work on everything at once. Arrange them in order of priority. So one thing, achieve that and go to the next thing. And then I must also add this: try to make sure you reward yourself for every milestone achieved, for everything you say you want to do and you do them. Reward yourself. For instance, you say you want to juice for 14 days and you do that. Please reward yourself. And I don't mean just telling yourself, like, you can buy yourself something and keep it and say, this is the reward I've gifted myself for this thing I achieved, or something like that. That is actually what gives you motivation to go for more. But like if you're working in your office and your boss recognizes whatever impacts you've done, you want to do more, you want to be appreciated more. But when you work in an organization where your impact is not noticed, trust me, it demoralizes you. You don't have the motivation to even do more. But if you're being appreciated, yeah, you want to do more. And that's why it is very important that you appreciate yourself. Don't wait for people to appreciate you. Reward yourself. Do things for yourself, set goals for yourself, achieve them, and reward yourself. That is the best and better way to go about it. If you want to accomplish everything, you cannot accomplish anything. But you can accomplish anything, despite the fact that we know that you cannot accomplish everything. So set your goals according to what you want to immediately work on. Your habit tracker should be scheduled in priority. Move in beats, achieve them in milestones, and reward yourself. The next tip I'm going to be sharing is for you to appreciate the value of quality over quantity, be it in your relationship, be it in your friendship, family, or what have you. Because what's the point of having so many friends flocking around you with no value to add to your life or with no direct positive impact in your life? One good friend beats having a crowd. I'd rather have one good person I can run to, I can tell things, I can learn things from, that has good values to, offers to me, and that will probably learn one or two things from me too, and just having a lot of ladies or a lot of guys flocking around me as friends. Nah, there's no need for that. So that's even your relationships. Appreciate quality relationships. Appreciate the value of quality over quantity in every aspect of your life. I can remember one time I was having a chit chat with one of my customers in my office. He's actually a very rich man, and the man was saying that there is a way poor people think. And I was like, what do you mean? Because I think you wore a good shoe. And I was like, wow, your shoe is nice. He said, yeah, thank you. And then he said, a poor man would go to the market, use his money or our money to purchase a sneakers. Probably the sneakers is 5K, 10K or something. And then use it for a while. It damages. You buy another one, use it for a while. You just keep stocking, buying a lot of things that just keep buying in quantity, maybe because you feel the more quality ones are expensive. But the truth is that a rich man will go to the market, probably go to Adidas shop or Nike shop and buy one sneakers. That sneakers, he can use it for up to 10 years. And that sneakers, you might probably buy it for 40K. And then you that you're a poor man, you're thinking you're saving yourself some money, but then you end up buying these sneakers. After 5 months, you bought another one. After 5 months, you bought another one. Before you know, you bought like 10 sneakers. Do you get? That's like how much? 10 times 10 is how much? 100K. But this man bought just one sneakers for 40K. And when he wears it out, people will respect him. People will regard him. But when you wear your own out, nobody will regard you, nobody will respect you. And yet it keeps spoiling, it keeps getting damaged, and you keep replacing it. So it's always better to just go for quality. I don't know if this makes any sense, or this, if this sends any message, but yeah, when the man said that, and I thought about it, and I'm like, and this is actually true. We always want to go for things that are cheaper, but the truth is that those ones with quality, many a time last longer and do better for us. Do you get? They have people regard them in the society, and not just because of people. You're going to enjoy the value it is giving to you, the value it is offering, or whatever value that company is offering, the value of the material, the seaworthiness, and all of that. You are the one to enjoy it. So always go for quality over quantity in everything or anything you're doing in life. Or is it ladies that we buy wigs? You want to buy the cheaper wigs, and then before you know it, it has turned to sponge. But you can buy one hair and wear it for 10 years. In the next 5 years, this hair will still be like this. So what's the point of wasting money? And the truth is that when you eventually wear those things, people look at you like, what's this person wearing? Or do you get? Use your money, buy good things for yourself, feel happy about it, and most times they last longer for you. They usually say people with no discipline always go with anything, so long as to give them temporary satisfaction or what have you. But the truth is that you need to stand for something. You need to come out and somebody will be like, oh, this person cannot do that. I'm not saying you can know someone in total or entirely, no. But there's some things that you would do, and people will say, oh, people will come out and speak on your behalf that this person cannot do this. This person is not like that. There's this movie I saw, was it not 2 days ago, The Plan, a Netflix series though. The rich man actually entrusts his treasure to one employee working for him, an elderly man, one old baba like that. And this thing, the man kept his gold, tons and tons of gold in a box. The man had the key to the box, knew what was inside and all of that, knew that this was the man's treasure, but he buried it and took nothing from it. And the man's grandson was always, Baba, why are you like this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And the man will keep telling the son, don't hunger for money that is not yours. The fact that these men have money doesn't mean it is yours. Work for your own money. And the son will be like, how can you live in the midst of many and still live in abject poverty? How? And the man said, I'm very satisfied with the way I'm living. I'm very comfortable with my life. I'm okay with my life because I already have good reputation. Do you get? The man was more concerned about his reputation. The man would say, even when I die today, people would say Baba was a good man. Baba did this, Baba did that. Because why would I live as a thief? If I take this gold now, what satisfaction will I derive from it? What satisfaction is it going to derive from it? The man never stole anything. And when the wife of the man came to take that treasure, came to take that gold, the gold was actually very much, tons of it. That even one, if you take one out of the gold to sell, you can make over 500 million naira. But this man didn't care about it. Wealth was not his problem. The man will tell you he's living in wealth so long as he's satisfied with his life. Like, in fact, what does he even need all this money for? I'm not saying this is the way to think, but I'm just trying to prove a point here. The man wasn't concerned about wealth that was not his. For somebody to entrust that kind of thing to you for years, not even his wife, he gave it to you. When the man's wife came to pick up that stuff, he asked the man that, why didn't you ever open this box? Why didn't you ever take from it? Why didn't you? The man said, nah, that is not his. He's not a thief. So he cannot take what is not his. He can only take when it is being given to him. Do you get? But if you don't ask him to take, he's not taking. And that's discipline. The man gave that Baba his treasure, believing that it was safe. 100%. The man stood for something. And that separated him from the crowd. That separated him from the other employees. That separated him from the other workers. That separated him from other people in the neighborhood. Stand out for something. Stand in for something. And trust me, it will help you. That's what discipline does. So basically, to have discipline in your life is to have an organized life. You can set big and small goals, and you can start by achieving your small goals, and then you gradually go into achieving your big goals and all of that. So guys, write out those things you want to work on today. Write out how you want to go about achieving them. Do them in bits, do them in milestones. Reward yourself. Don't forget to take every little thing to God in prayer. Don't forget to involve God for every slightest thing. He's always ready. He's always ready to help us. And don't forget that the spirit of discipline doesn't come from our own strength, but comes from God. So go to Him that giveth the spirit of discipline and ask for help. Okay? I hope this video was insightful. I hope you were able to learn one or two things from this video. And if you have anything you'd like to say or anything at all, just put it down below in the comment section. Okay, I'll read and reply. All right guys, till my next video, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share my video if you like it. Okay, yeah.